Boo! Ah, don't worry, boys. We got the costume on and everything. We are good to go. How is everybody doing? And sorry for the slight delay there. I just wanted to make sure that everything was set up. Drops were active. Everybody was able to get all the good stuff. I'm just making sure that everything is still. Ooh, ooh, that's my own phone. Don't listen to myself twice. That's awkward. Ooh. Thank you, ZeniMax, for actually doing drops enabled on Halloween. I was worried that there wouldn't be any drops enabled. So if you are watching on Twitch, you can stop on over and get a free crown crate. Happy Halloween, everybody. Made my character extra festive for this occasion and put some candy outside for everybody as well. So if you live nearby my house, there's candy right out front as well. How's it going, everybody? We are going to do a couple things, a couple Halloween-esque things. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, and there's actually even people doing guild games. You might go join that stuff as well. The only downside is we're not going to be able to join their Xbox party very seamlessly. But there's trick-or-treating going on right now in ESO. I feel like that's a pretty cool thing to go and experience, because I have not done that before. And I think we are in one of the zones that is doing it. I think this is one of them. I think, oh yeah. I think this is one of them. I should have pulled this up. Also, thank you for the recent follows by Pink Glacier, Joe King, Caffeine Freak. Some of you guys followed like before the stream had started, so I don't know if you're here right now. But happy Halloween, everybody! Thank you for being here with me. Bit of a special day, obviously. Any day that I can stream with you guys is always a special one. There's quite a few people here. We're gonna type trick or treat, you know, like we're supposed to. So Andrea, what you have to do to get the crate is you have to watch on Twitch, and then all you need to do is watch. Is it for an hour? Does anyone know if it's for an hour or is it 30 minutes? Does anyone know off the top of their head? Was your comment about the the new Imperial City vendor? Where do I need to go for trick or treat? Check. I have an announcement in the Discord. Head on over to the Discord if you can go there. I can probably actually send you the link. 1 second. I can actually, I think I can invite you guys from. So usually Twitch doesn't let you type links, but I think it will let me with my special permissions. But there's a screenshot that has all the locations. I feel like, did I miss it? Did I miss the trade? I feel like that'd be pretty awkward if I did. There's quite a few people here, though, so it is an Osboro crate. Or Ouroboros or Osboros. Admittedly, it's not one that's going to make you, you know, tickle the pickle, unfortunately. It'll give you crown gems, you know. I consider it the free 4 to 5 crown gem, you know, slot machine, pretty much. Happy Halloween, Mass Bandit. One hour. No. What was your comment, Lord Wesker? Oh, my buff food wore out. Hang on, I don't want to awkwardly not have any buff food. That would be so embarrassing. Thank you for the follow, Alea Raptor. I don't know why, like, it's so fun fact. If you subscribe on YouTube, pops up on the screen. If you do the special subscriber thing on Twitch, pops up on the screen. I don't know why it doesn't pop up with follows on Twitch. I don't know why Streamlabs is so garbage, but I apologize for that. I want to make sure I keep looking. And if you do, thank you, King Django, for the follow. See, that's why I want to make sure that I see it, but I have to manually go over and look at it. So if I'm delayed, I asked you to show where the vendors are instead of a quick pull, and you've done it. Oh, okay. Did I do better at that? I get a lot of comments. How's it going, Gunner? Thank you for the first time comment. So every so often, I feel like I will see something, and then I will be like, I'm going to do that thing, and then I completely whiff it and forget. Fun fact, today's video was supposed to have the hidden word in it, but when I was quickly editing the video so I could run out, go grab candy, for the peoples, I forgot to put the hidden word in the video. Thank you, Tossalos27 for the follow on Twitch. And it caused me to forget. So because all of you guys are here, I know that between YouTube and Twitch, I think there's 71 of you according to Streamlabs. But the hidden word, where the first person to comment it wins, will be in the video tomorrow, which is the Golden Vendor video. And it will be right at the very beginning during the pun. So because you came here, that's when it'll be. And the first person to comment it will win, because I forgot to put it in the video. And so I feel obligated to give back to the people who are here. So if you're the first person to get to that video tomorrow, you will have it. But thank you, Lord Wesker. I thought you were the comment that asked me about doing the new vendor. And I was like, oh, it's just going to be so tricky, because the new Imperial City vendor isn't out on console yet. So I think I might touch upon them sometime this weekend and just say, like, hey, here's how the new vendor works. This is the items that are there right now. And just kind of give like a breakdown. It's just a little crazy. Thank you for the resubscription, Prime, for 14 months. It's longer than most of my relationships, Chrysla. And for some reason, those appear on screen, but the follows do not. But thank you. Obviously, thank you a lot. I feel like we typed trick or treat and they just blew right past us. I'm a little hurt. They were just saying the word from last time, and I was like, the word this time is completely different. Oh, they found me. Let's see what we get, fellas. Oh, 1,000 gold, 2 bewitched sugar skulls, 5 spoiled food. What is spoiled food? What? It's a trash provisioning. I did not know that existed. That is actually hilarious. I wonder if it's like they give that exact thing. All right, don't judge. Sometimes I don't mean to say things out loud. It comes to my mind, and I'm like, it's longer than that. Spooky CPS tales. Oh my god. So today was actually really funny. So we were doing I do that all the time, where I try to whisper somebody and then the chat moves and it goes to the next person. It's so funny. So today we're in a training about self-care, right? We were learning about like making sure we all don't go clinically insane. Bit late for that. And what's hilarious is it was like an interactive one where you're supposed to like type in the, Microsoft Teams chat, like some coping mechanisms you have and whatnot. And one of them was like, when you're on your way to field visits, right? What music do you listen to, to like get in the zone? And I did not realize how different my music tastes were from my coworkers until I saw the stuff that they were putting in chat. Like the very first song I put in there was "Holding Out for a Hero," because I was like, you're about to go into like a dangerous situation. You got to like get yourself hype. And then the second song was Panama, and then I Can't Drive 55. So I was like, I'm listening to hype music. I'm getting ready. And then everybody else is like, I like to listen to classical acoustic music. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what? I'm like, you guys don't like, listen to music that like, gets you amped up and gets you fired up. Like I was very surprised by my coworkers' answers. But yeah, I listen to very that's the music that I listen to. I feel like you got to be getting in the zone, because like sometimes you go, well, depending on what you're doing, you might go into dangerous situations quite often. All right, is it Tamazon? Where's the one that's trick-or-treating in Vivek City? I did actually have one of the eat spoiled food in a row. One of the scarier stories that I have when I worked at CPS, that's like not going to make you feel too sad, is so there was, are you a Nickelback? I mean, like, I think that Nickelback has some good songs, but like I'm not gonna listen to Nickelback when I'm like, like trying to, put myself in the zone, I feel like that's just a silly song to I mean, they have some decent songs. Give out spoiled food. One of these scarier situations that I was in is when I had CPS, we get like reports, right? And what'll happen is you'll get like a report. You might be out and about. You'll get a call like, "Hey, we need you to go see this youth." And what it was a 14-year-old that was in the hospital in the psychiatric ward. And immediately I was like, "Well, that's odd because that hospital doesn't have a psychiatric ward." Well, it turns out they actually did, but they had never used it. But what had happened is this youth was so aggressive with people that actually reopened the psych ward because she tore down and attacked a bunch of nurses inside of the emergency room. So they put her in the psych ward, which I didn't know existed, which is basically just like a bunch of padded rooms with cameras all over the place. And when you're in a psychiatric facility area, there's different rules. One of the rules is that she could only have so much toilet paper, because they don't want you to like try to choke on it or swallow it or, Jeffrey Epstein yourself. Now, thankfully, nobody was trying to kill her like they were Jeffrey Epstein. How's it going, RP Junkie? So what happened is that, she was very upset about the situation with the toilet paper. And a guy walks in to give her, her allotted amount. And she jumps on his back and starts beating the crap out of him and actually injures his back. She like pulls muscles in this guy's back. And then nobody would go in there. They basically just kind of like shoveled everything in to her. And so when I got there, I was like, okay, like what's going on? And they're like, oh, by the way, we also wanted to let you know that when she came to the hospital, she had track marks on her arms. And she picked one of those open. And what she did is she took the blood from her open track marks and scabs, and she wrote messages in blood on the walls inside of the hospital. So I was like a new-ish worker, like 6 months in at this point. I'm going to a hospital, to a padded room area that I didn't even know existed because it was never used. She just beat up the previous guy who was in there a few hours ago, and she wrote messages in blood on the wall. And then the messages were like very cryptic. It was like, "Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well." And it was just like the weirdest stuff. And what was crazy too is like, I was like, "Well, aren't you guys gonna like clean the walls off? Like, are you guys gonna like, take that stuff down?" So I do this visit with this individual, and I was surrounded by 3 security guards, and I was sitting on the ground with her playing Uno while we were talking about stuff like, why she was in. She went to the hospital because she had a falling out with her mom, and she was very upset about a lot of stuff that was going on. So I was trying to figure out kind of like why we were in the situation where she was in the emergency room. It's because her mom was not, allowing her to date somebody, and then it caused, a bunch of problems. A lot of parent-child conflict. And it was a very unique situation. One that I don't hope that anyone has to deal with. But my recommendation is if you ever have to deal with people who you're afraid might attack you, bring a deck of Uno and just leave it in your car. And then just let them win. Like, don't play to win. If you're playing against somebody who's injured multiple people, perhaps you could just be fine with coming second place. Any Boy says, I was a psych nurse. One night had a total hot chick that I couldn't figure out why she was in my ward. Later that night, she painted the whole room with her poop. Yep. Oh, by the way, the person in this story is also a female, too. I don't know if I had said that. People always assume if I don't say that they're a male. But no, they were a female. Just because, ladies can beat up people, too. With the best of them. And she did. She never attacked me. But I always look at it like this. If I get attacked, right, and I get beat up, at least then I can get workman's comp and some time off. And then I'll just stream ESO with a neck brace on, It'll work out in the end. If feel like you kind of also have to take that mindset. Oh, we got a draw wax. Look at this. Okay, where are the other? I gotta pull up my Discord cheat sheet. Thank you for the first time comment, by the way, Lord. Gotta pull up my own cheat sheet where these are going on. All right, way rest. Actually, I was not. Fun fact: back then, I actually was not a YouTuber. Was not a YouTuber for a good long while. We've only been doing this since what I think, like 2022. I think. Just had my brother committed. I'm so sorry to hear that. Figure 6. It's it can be scary what people do once they have psychosis. This is also not way rest. You could not pay me to work in a psych ward. I used to have to go to the adult psych ward because like part of my job was interviewing perpetrators, and perpetrators usually end up in things like prisons or psych wards because usually they're always not the happiest of people. And I it was it there's no scarier place on this earth than a psych ward filled with people who need to be there indefinitely. There's nothing scarier. For example, imagine you go to like a hospital, right? I don't know if any of you guys ever been to like a hospital where there's like a bunch of rooms and there's like a nurse's stand, and then it's like usually like very like circular to where you can go around. You have to get usually you have to go all the way up to like the 6th or the 7th floor. You have to be buzzed in to get onto and out of the elevator by security in some fashion. Then the nurse's stand is there. There's a nurse's stand with staff and stuff, but they're behind bulletproof glass. And then there's usually 2 doors, one to take you on one side, one to take you on another side. And you have to be buzzed through both doors. But then, like, when you're out in the psych ward, the one that I was at, like, people just walked freely around. And there was this guy who would walk around and he would, like, do this weird hand gesture and he would just shout at everybody. And then he would, like, lean over at people. But what was weird is, like, there was, like, a line in the middle of like the thing, and he never got off that middle path. He just walked laps around the psych ward with a nurse like semi or staff member at least semi close to him, and he would just like look at people and then like kind of like lunge, but he would always stay on the line, and it was terrifying. And then the person that I went to see there told me that they were 4-pointed the night before because they kept making suicidal threats. And for those of you who don't know what a 4-point is, they tie your hands and feet to different corners of the bed so that way you can sleep but you can't go anywhere. It's absolutely terrifying. These are the spookiest. Treating teenagers in the psych ward made me believe in possession. It definitely will make you believe in psychosis. I think it's just like people's undeveloped brains and stuff. Like I had thank you for the follow, Anthony Steiner. For example, I had somebody who was on medications, and the medications were like very clear. Don't drink alcohol, don't smoke marijuana. Well, they did both of those things, and oh my God, they went crazy. So they worked at Burger King with their ex-boyfriend, and halfway through the shift, she was like, "You don't even love me anymore." And then she just tried to throw herself into oncoming traffic on the highway as an 18-year-old because she was taking a lot of medications and then a lot of things. What happened is that she was smoking the marijuana and drinking the alcohol while she was working at Burger King. And that caused her to have what they believed was psychosis. And she tried to throw herself into oncoming traffic, thankfully half-heartedly, to try to appeal to the guy that was working there. And then they got back together because, you know, of course they did, and then they broke up again. Off to bed. We'll see you later, Mass Bandit. Make sure you guys get your crown crates. You feel free to stay on the stream even though if you're, you know, stepping out. We also don't have to talk about scary stories. I know that a lot of people. I don't know if you guys like these or not. Ironically, when I found a comment by one of you in Reddit, one of you noted that you liked the CPS stories. I just feel like they're more risky. Well, thank you, Dine Walk, for the Prime subscription. Thank you. I've had special ops guys, bodybuilders that couldn't kick their way through those doors. But this 12-year-old did it like it was nothing. I was the needle guy, so I had to give her a shot to put her night-night. It's scary, like the stuff that people will have to do. I went to the hospital the other day, and it was crazy because I was just like expecting like a pretty generic like thing, and I was like, hey, I went to go see my person, like, hey, how you doing, blah blah blah. They had a fall that led them to go to the hospital, so like nothing serious. And then I like touch base with the nurse. I'm like, hey, like what's the status, like how are they doing? They're like, oh, she's good throughout the day. And I'm like, good throughout the day? And then I was like, what happens at night? And then they were like, oh, we have to restrain her and sedate her every night. She's been here for, a week, and we've sedated her every single night. And I was like, what the heck? And they're like, yeah, she goes into this mental state at night where she doesn't understand what's going on, and then she lashes out at everybody. So sometimes it's the people you wouldn't even expect. I actually don't know. I would love for them to give it away for like 1 crown gem, and then everybody has to be obligated to then buy it because it's just so wacky. I would love for it to be very cheap. That way everybody gets it. And thank you for your first time comment, by the way, Tech. And these stories make me not want to work with the public anymore. Well, it's a very like specific subset of the public. I've always worked with people who probably need a lot of help, at the very least. There's I don't go like pull random people off the street. Like, for example, when I walk around town or when I go to the gas station, the store, get groceries, Walmart, Target, everybody there is like very happy, I used to work at Walmart, everybody there is like very calm, nice, and man, when you go to like certain people's homes though, thank you for stopping by, Kenny. Welcome. I've enjoyed your videos on YouTube for about 2 years. You deserve the subscription, bro. Well, thank you. I'm glad too that we're not recording on a phone anymore. I feel bad. Somebody commented on a video that I made like a year and a half ago, and I was like, yeah, they were like, this video has a lot of rambling in it. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't very good at making videos back then. Like, sorry. Yeah, well, the Walmart here is like, it's very rural. So like, there's not very many people. Like, I live near a town of like 7,000 to 9,000. There's like almost nobody here. So because of that, it's it's like the same people like going in and out. So there's really like nothing that goes on there. It's like a touristy type town. Honestly, I feel I 100% agree, Danny. A lot of people don't understand this, but like I tell people I do field visits in prisons and psych wards and stuff. I would rather be in a prison any day over a psych ward, 1,000%. Prisons are exceptionally safer because prisons are also usually better staffed. Like they've got like armed security all over the place. Psych wards are like pretty chaotic. Usually they're all over the place. For example, I actually went to a rehab center last week. I went to a rehab center. So you're thinking, okay, rehab center. That's got to be relatively straightforward, right? I went to this rehab center, and the first thing I notice is the smell of fecal matter. And you're like, okay, well, it happens to the best of us. Rehab centers, maybe people don't have control over their bladder, right? It happens. Their rehab center recovering from surgery, etc. What happened is that somebody was there with dementia, and they were throwing poop at the staff, and they were throwing poop at the walls, and he was screaming help the whole time. So I'm there, and I'm trying to like talk to this person who I'm there to see, and I just hear help, 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 help the whole time. And I'm like, this is really not the ambient noise that I like to listen to. Like, it's kind of really ruins the vibe, you know? Like, thank you, by the way, Sir Daff, for the follow. I actually did not know that about the authorized lethal force. All right, what is next on our list? We are off to Run to Vivek City. Bankerai is the next one. If your nurse kills you, you probably deserved it. Well, to be fair, they could knock you down with a sedative. Thank you, Robert Downs, for the super chat. It says, "How about some love for NCR plus 3 perfected?" Is that a reference to NCR accidentally used to dropping perfected gear? Because I was very hesitant to like bring that up. There was quite a few. It was funny too because there was a broken PvP set that I didn't want to talk about until it was fixed. And you guys in the chat were like, "Jake, why don't you mention this set?" And I was like, "I'll mention it later." Like, I was like, "We'll talk a different time." Thank you, Robert Downs. You know what's funny, Mr. Fedora? When you started saying Johnny Cash and Ostrich Farm, I was like, I wonder if you're going to tie that to the Ozzy Osbourne thing, because I had heard that before. So yeah, Johnny Cash owned an ostrich farm, kicked him, broke his ribs, leading to a painkiller addiction with drugs and alcohol. He went to rehab, and that's where he met Ozzy Osbourne, which, to be fair, is probably one of the worst people you could meet if you're trying to recover. And I mean that with all the love in the world. Like, I don't... If any, it's like meeting Snoop Dogg when you're trying to not smoke marijuana. It's probably just going to lead to probably just going to lead to some problems. Are they? Oh god, I shouldn't have said anything. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything. Oh no. Oh god. Don't say that. Everybody forget everything I just said about Cloud Rest, Perfected. Just forget all about that. Just wipe that from your minds. Oh shit, I got a second person to trade with me? What's this? Is it double trick or treat? Oh my gosh, it is. Wormwood? It's just such a random. Oh, Mound Flower. Okay. Lady Smock. Oh my god. You guys gotta make sure you come do this trick or treat. This is some goated stuff. This is all like helpful items. Listen, I agree that it's not like you or I that created a problem. I feel I don't want to promote anything that could either A, get you guys in trouble accidentally, or B, that may get, myself in trouble because I'm promoting it. Now, I'm not doing the whole, like, I'm not doing what What's-His-Name did, where I do, like, a members live stream, where I'm like, guys, if you pay me, I'll teach you guys how to break the game. I'm not doing that, but I don't like the idea of any of you guys getting in trouble, either intentionally or unintentionally. Hey, feel free to go give out that Wormly Wood, you know? Who gave that to me? I don't even know who that was. Give him the old crouch. Mail me your Freeze Will chess page for Halloween. I don't know if I have one of those. Are they, what's the cost on those? Where's the way shrine? Oh my gosh. I'm like, I don't see the way shrine. Isn't it right here? It's just conveniently behind this broken wall. Oh my gosh. This is why I can't be trusted with anything. Also, I feel like YouTube chat is not popping up like it's supposed to. It's only popping up the super chats. Let me make sure I fix this. I'm gonna reset the chat here. I might need to switch screens. My cat's also blocking my screen. Evie. Can you move, please, Evie? Why did that not reset the chat box? But thank you. How many vampire jars do you have in furnishing? I think I have like 10 at this point. I don't know why it's not like... You guys can see this. Here's my secret Twitch screen. Because I'm going to reset the chat bot. And then hopefully it does it. There we go. I think it's reset. I have so many drops for this Halloween event. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't like sometimes like it was popular. Like I could see it in my Streamlabs thing, but it was not popping up on this thing right here for some reason. Been watching you on YouTube over the past few weeks. Awesome content. Plus, I like the dad jokes. Well, thank you. And thank you for the follow. And thank you for the follow, Gunner. I think, did I say that already? I feel like there's multiple Gunners. This one's 19K Gunner. That one. Make sure I didn't miss any of your guys' messages. I am caught up. Sorry about that. Sometimes, yeah, well, Robert, like, so sometimes some of the messages will not pop up here, so I can see them on my end on my Streamlabs thing, but I can't see them other places. Where are we going next? We got Necrom, Telvanni Peninsula. We were just going all over the place. I should have volunteered to do this in, like, some, like, rinky-dink place. Like, meet me at the highest pillar of Stros Mackay. You know, anybody that comes here gets 10,000 gold. And people will be like, oh. Same here, I enjoy the content. Well, thank you. My cat is also doing her tail whip thing where she wants my attention. I might need to like move some things around. She's like sitting, she's like right here in front of the microphone. She's just laying down on the thing right in front of the camera, and she just keeps like whipping her tail around. In Long Johns. We're in Telvanni. I don't actually, I'm like drawing a blank on how you get to these freaking stalls. Like my brain is like, it's got that dial-up connection. I know. Well, usually at this point I'm like laying down or relaxing, and then she'll come over and like sit on my legs. But I have my controller on my legs. Like I play where it's like I balance my like hands, you know, on my thighs, and I think she's kind of annoyed. Well, you know how cats are; they're easily annoyed. $5 again from Robert. Hell yeah, so I need a house to fit all these furnishings I have now. My 360 slot chests are full. Honestly, what I like to do is just make extra characters and then just make them mules for inventory stuff. Lord only knows what stuff is on my other characters. There's probably like super rare things in there that I just have no idea about. An Engine Guardian bow, 2 Bewitched Sugar Skulls. Found you, says Don. Uh-oh. That's true too. You can make a whole new gamer tag. Also, guys, you don't have to super chat, you know? Well, you can also, if you play on Xbox, for example, it's like free to make like Xbox accounts. You can just like make them all have an ESO account, play on them, and then just give yourself a guild bank, you know, and then boom, you're good. And then you could do like crafting writs on like 15 characters on every single account. Think of the goals you could make every day if you did all your crafting writs across multiple accounts. What would be really funny is like what you guys should do is like after you guys go trick or treat in one spot, you come back with like a fake mask on, right? Like a little mustache. You're like, my name is not Jakeclips. And then you're like, oh, well, this guy hasn't been here yet. You know, give this guy another CUDA. Don't actually do that, though. I don't want to encourage hooliganism. All right, then we have Elden Root. Ratwood outside the inn. Pretty sure there's a guy on PCNA who does that. They get reported for botting frequently. You shouldn't. It's not botting, though. Or is he, like, actually... Well, I mean, like, I guess you could still bot while doing that same line of thinking. I was just saying, like, you could play on multiple accounts. To my knowledge, there's no rules against having multiple accounts. Just as ZeniMax begins to like me now, they'll be like, Jake, you fool. Like, what are you saying? Oh, it's literally called the Outside Inn. I was like, outside the inn? It's called Outside Inn. I'm pretending to be the kids I don't have. That's why you have to name yourself like not Jakeclips. That way it's like, well, who's this guy? Well, we know who it isn't. It's not Jakeclips. You guys gotta, you know, get creative with your naming schemes. They used to be my Discord name for a while was not Jake. My cat just keeps like swishing and swashing on the keyboard. I have to like move the keyboard because she keeps pressing buttons. You need an incognito alt, Jake. What about an incognito one? Yeah, don't pick silly gamer tag names. I know some people every day on Facebook. I see someone who'll be like, I don't know why the developers wanted me to change my name, and it's always like Pussy Slayer 97, and it's like you don't know why they're giving you a free name change. Like you couldn't piece that together. Like it's a complete mystery to you, huh? And like there's a lot of people who will get banned for RP role playing, and there's like this new auto flag system. If you use like certain words, you get in trouble. And man, there was like when it came out, there was a lot of people posting like I got banned and nobody even reported me, and it's like, what did you say? And nobody will ever admit what they say, and that's what drives me insane. It's like, well, what did you role play about? Like, you know, like what were you saying? Like, and nobody will ever tell. I even posted it on Twitter. I was like, what did you say? So I can know what my opinion is. Because, like, realistically, there's, like, some things that you could say, you know? You know what they were saying. To be fair, I don't. They could be having, like, a Khajiit fantasy where they're, like, you know, talking about, like, you know, all the things that they would do, like, how they would ravage each other's bodies with their Khajiit selves because they were born on different moon cycles. So one of them's, like, gigantic and the other one is tiny. I have no idea. We'll give Sandman a taxi here once we get our trick or treat. Sorry, Vertigo. There's quite a few people who are probably just chilling here, waiting for the Osboro crown or Ouroboros crown crate, and they were like, "What did Jake just say?" You've given this some thought. What's funny is my initial thought was what went to. There were a lot of races in ESO that have enslaved each other. I hope that people weren't, you know, like doing anything about that. But then I was like, let's not get carried away here on stream. We're not trying to, you know, get the Asmongold treatment or the Frogan treatment. Let's not get too carried away. Right now, we are outside the Outside Inn in Grotwood. I have read The Lusty Argonian Maid on stream before, you know, so I mean, we've gone there. I was ready to blame the vampire RP. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that they, talk about glowing and stuff, and all sorts of cringy things. To be fair, I can't, I can't I can't be upset if they ban people for cringe, Like they could ban people who just play as werewolves, just flat out. No, I'm just kidding. I only say that because Travis, every time I'm like, Travis, you want to grind some battlegrounds? He's like, oh yeah, sure. Guess what he whips out? A werewolf. We could be in 10 to 50 battlegrounds just trying to level up some characters. Maybe it's mid-year mayhem. He whips out a werewolf. And I'm like, Travis, people are going to find out we're in a group together and they're going to message me like, why are you friends with people like this? And I'm going to have to respond, I don't know. Like, apparently I don't pick friends that make positive decisions. A fun little event and always good to see Jakeclips to go to VSO. Well, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Just imagine what the werewolf RP is like. I also logistically have no clue, like, how you can get bit by a werewolf and just walk it off so cleanly like you do. Like, the vampire one, I understand. The animation for getting bit by a werewolf is, like, pretty, I know that your guy is, like, a, special protagonist guy. There's like a bajillion of us protagonists running around. But like, how are these NPCs become werewolves? Like, do you know how strong you would have to be to withstand like a chunk of your shoulder getting ripped out by a werewolf? Like, I feel like that'd be really, really difficult. Why are you friends with Travis? I need to screenshot that. That way I can send it to him. Because here's the thing about Travis, right? I'm going to out Travis. So a lot of people will wonder, wait, did I take a screenshot of that? Hang on. A lot of people wonder, right, why the Crown Store sells werewolf bites, right? And it's because people like Travis will buy them. What the heck did I just do? Apparently I just spell cast on somebody. A lot of, he will buy a werewolf on a brand new character. So that way it's maxed out to 10. Or he'll max it, and then he'll max it out to 10 without going and getting bitten. It's actually chronically crazy. Is Magsork still best for werewolf? I truthfully could not tell you what the best for a werewolf is. Look at Lycanthropy Gaming. If you guys like want to do anything werewolf related, Lycanthropy Gaming is the go-to on YouTube. Let me see if he's uploaded anything recently. Not that I'm not going to steal it or anything. I'm just curious if he's still posting frequently. My ability to spell lycanthropy is very difficult. Lycanthrope Gaming, excuse me. They posted a month ago. Yeah. Sork Werewolf, Oak Fathers, Oakensoul, Wretched Vitality Werewolf, Werewolf Pack and Cyrodiil. Yeah, I mean, you can see that there's quite a few videos here. I mean, there's just a nice, a lot of stuff going on, But, like, this guy literally experiments with everything, So, like, if you're like, can a werewolf do something? Yeah, just look at this guy. Sorcerer Werewolf with the torque, Just added you as a friend. Well, hang on. Let me get back to my... oh, that's the stream stuff. Whoop. By the way, some of you guys have been mailing me stuff. Oh, I can't see you anymore, but thanks. Guys, you don't have to keep sending me stuff. You guys know that I'm, like, rich in ESO, right? Like, you guys don't have to give me things. I appreciate it. I prefer stuff like this that confuses me. So this guy said, keep these away from P. Diddy. And he gave me flaming oil, a cloudy damage health poison, and then foul hide. And then he sent me 3 potions that are just random throwaway potions. Like, this is the stuff that will sit in my mind for significantly longer. Can you guys add me? You are. If you're rich, why don't you give me bank access? I give you bank access. I don't think there's anything in there that's like gonna change your fortunes around, unfortunately. So some skill lines benefit from double XP and some don't. It just depends. Is that the speaking of, yeah, that's the one I just read. Sorry, my brain was going all over the place. VGC. Why does that sound familiar? I Does anyone know if the werewolf is effect? I think that it is. I think that it is, but I'm not 100% certain. An ivory polished tusk. I like to imagine that some dude grinded out 1,000 of these just to give them out throughout the day. Acidic ambrosia recipe. This is actually some really good stuff, especially if you're a newer player. This is fantastic. Yeah, that's what I think too, because it levels with trick or treat. Danny, I mean, I could like, I don't know what I can give you. Where's Danny? Donnie. Oh, Graph. I don't even know where he went. There's Dawn. There's Donnie. What a Muppet. I don't know what I have that would be like interesting or unique to give you. I definitely need to stack these items. Holy crap. Do you need a horned owl feather? Here, just make 100,000 gold. I don't have anything like unique and exciting. Give you a stack of cookies. And he says no. I don't have any I don't feel like I have anything interesting in my inventory though. Did somebody subscribe on Prime? Grim Reaper subscribed through Prime. Thank you. I feel like we're at a standoff here. You're awesome, bro. Well, thank you. Does this mean you're gonna take the gold or not? Like, what is this? A Canadian standoff? Are we? It's like when two Canadians hold the doors for each other. So it's like, what's gonna happen now, huh? All right, let's see. Next stuff, rehab, Leyland, we were there. Stormhold, Shadow. People are in Shadowfen. That is actually kind of more of a. You're supposed to take it, Donnie, you goober. The crate is good enough. Well, unfortunately, the crate's probably going to give you like 4 crown gems. So I appreciate you guys saying the, that it's enough. But if you guys, I don't know if I probably have something unique that I could like give out to people. I'm in deposit, now withdrawal. What do I got here? I have a bunch of these things. I don't know if anybody's interested in stuff like that. It's hard for me to know what's bound to off the top of my head. I could give out random furniture pieces. Some of these are bound though, but some of them aren't. We got a bunch of furniture mumbo jumbo. Some, good. We got some of the old OP jewelry Ritz. Yeah, it's about all I could offer at the moment. I guess I could craft something specific. That way you guys could have like a token for being here. I don't know. I could like make a bunch of rings. That way it's like crafted by Jake. One of you when I was desperate for 10,000 subscribers, one of you was like, Jake, I will subscribe to you if you use my pledge of Mara. That way I have a ring that has your name on it. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. I was desperate, I was about ready to go to the ESO, you know, in-person event, and I was like, all excited, and I was like, man, I need to look credible to Gina, and so I was like, I need to get to at least 10,000 subscribers, and that's what I did. By the way, that's a beautiful costume of Mario. So I was down bad, I was out here, begging for likes and subscriptions. If you guys want a ring, or if you guys want me to craft you some sets, that way you could have like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a useless ring too. If you're like, Jake, could you craft me like Wretched Vitality, which is like actually a useful set? I'd be willing to craft you guys some stuff. Gee, look at this stuff. Luminous ink, chromium plate. Sometimes I feel like people might be treating me nice, because I'm a streamer. I hope that you guys don't come in behind and they're like, here's like 6 potatoes. They make me feel a little sad. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Well, if you guys need any sets, if there's anybody who wants anything crafted that plays on Xbox NA, I will craft you guys stuff. Thank you, by the way, Mushroom or Mushdoom VGC, and then Suki Omami or Omami for the follow. Yeah, using the Ring of Mara is not very helpful, realistically, because you also have to be online when they're also like doing stuff with you, so it's just not very helpful, like logistically, unfortunately. Where were we? Oh, wait, gotta go back to Discord. Happy Halloween, Azure. Where is... Alright, I think we might be through them all. Redid it. Redid the trick-or-treating. Does anybody need anything crafted for themselves? Anyone need anything crafted on Xbox NA? It could be training gear. It could be gear for PvP for the new Battlegrounds coming out. It could be you just want something crafted by me. That way you could say that you have it. I like it to be as helpful as possible. But if anyone needs anything, just let me know and I'll craft it for you right now. This is the right home. I was like, where am I going? Does anyone need anything? Don't feel bad for asking at all. Like, it gives me something to do while I think about what to do. Oak Father's Mace. Can you craft me Ring of Clever Alchemist? I can craft you a ring. Oh, what trait? And I assume you're here right now, so I don't have to. I don't have to type back to you. What trait do you want? Ring of Clever Alchemist. This is the jewelry station. I am on Xbox NA. Is Oak Father Mace? Is Oak Father Mace? Isn't that a Overland set or not an Overland set? A PvP set? I might be able to go buy it for you though. Maybe that'll be how I give back. I know it's not like Christmas, but I can do it on Halloween. My gamer tag. Yeah, if you guys send me a message in game if you're able to. It's just Jakeclip with no S, and then just give me a list. That way I can respond back and then hit you with the items. Thank you for the follow, Opal, Satyr, Bloodthirsty, Clever Alchemist Ring. Don't let me mess this up here because I have a terrible tendency to do that. For example, I have to go select the set, and I forget where Clever. I think it's PvP. It's got to be. It is not PvP. What? All right, Clever Alchemist. What do I know? Creation. What is this? Oh, that's weird. I guess I might have my writs. I don't do it. I need a badass PvP. Is that what you mean, PvP set for a tank? See, you don't have to correct yourself. I know what you mean. I got you. I'm assuming you also want this at 160. If you're in chat, just tell me that this looks... Wait, do I have... I have Bloodthirsty. Alright, I was like, this is going to be really awkward when I don't have any... I don't have any of the things. Alright. Clever Alchemist. Bloodthirsty. I unfortunately don't have a character set up on the EU servers, unfortunately. But if you need help on EU, join the Discord because I have quite a few Xbox EU players that can help you, Lima. So I can help you, I just can't help you directly. Does this look correct? Whoever was messaging me, so I don't have to back out. Is this the right items? Bloodthirsty, Clever Alchemist. Maybe Rook. It's 100. It's 140k. Shoo. All right, I'm just gonna make it. Let's see. It's my last slaughter stone. Let me just make sure this looks right. I have ebony armor and the blue orb set on now. The blue orb set. Is that the one that you get more powerful when your teammates are all dead? Are you on YouTube right now? Check. Will it let me post? So usually YouTube hates links. Let me see if it will let me post a link because I do have some decently strict moderation for comments because people sometimes will sneak in here with porn links. Let me see if I can post a link. I think I can. I cannot post in my own chat while I'm streaming. That's awkward. Hang on. What I can do, I think, is I can put it in the description of the video, though. It's just so awkward. I don't know why it doesn't let me talk in my own. If for some reason, like YouTube's stuff is so goofy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the Discord to the description of this video. I think because there's a link in there already, but I think that one might be outdated. So I just updated it in the description if you guys want to join that one. I will see if I can find that for you. I also don't have enough platings to make this gold for you, but I hope a purple ring is helpful. Does it go on Texas? I will send you an invite. And then my cat is back. Oh, she's trying to sit on me. You want to say anything to your peoples? You want to speak into the microphone? Well, you don't have to, that's no worries at all. Plus, if you're thinking it, more people will join. Some people, like, they don't want to say anything, so they're always waiting for somebody else to say something. Oh, that's Ron. You're not the person I need right yet, Ron. I have to go find your thing. You should be able to teleport to me. Wrecking. And then I will see if I can go find that item for you. Does anybody else need anything crafted for them? That way, it can be a nice little gift for me to you on Halloween. And thank you, Jerome DMX. I think I missed your follow on Twitch, so thank you for following. We're actually only 21 followers away from 1,600 followers on Twitch, and we are in the final 25k push on YouTube. So if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button. I guess I don't know why I'm doing this. I could just mail it to you. Sorry, I'm like having a mental moment over here. Let me just mail this to you. I don't know why my brain is like, must come retrieve this in person. Just let me know if you need anything for this. If you need like what are the things that you might need? Oh, an enchantment. If you need an enchantment, if you don't have a maxed out enchanter, just let me know. And then you need an Oak Father. What was it again, Ron? Was it mace? What was the piece again? And then anybody else need anything at all? Anything at all? Even if it's inspiration, a dad joke, what does anyone need anything? What was the specific piece though, Ron? Was it Oak Father's what? Was it a mace? Is Oak Father spelled like this? Oh, it is. Look at that. What piece of the Oak Father is it? None of your worries, Cobra. Mm. Just let me know if you need anything else, and I'm gonna see. Is it? Oh, that's Maul. Is it two? Oh yeah, is it two-handed or one-handed? Your eternal soul, the and one-handed mace or two-handed mace. Can I get some gold, please? Yeah, if you play on Xbox, just shoot me a message on shoot me a whisper so I can get your name easier. Is it the one-handed mace or the two-handed mace? Just so I don't accidentally buy the wrong thing. Why is the two-hander so expensive? I mean, I know this is like a popular set. Jeez. That was only 140k. Is this the one that you needed? Oakfather one-handed mace. This is the two-handed mace. If you can you send me a message through a whisper, Ian Onak? Because my sorry, I don't have my keyboard plugged into my Xbox. It's plugged into my computer. It's hard for me to type people's stuff out. Question for you, Jake. If you're a master crafter, having researched all the traits, is there anything I can do with the research scrolls except for destroy them? You can, some of them are sellable, but you're probably getting the ones from resources. I guess technically no. Join the Discord, thanks. Well, Paradox ESO is, he's a content creator that makes ESO content for, Xbox EU, and he'll be able to help you. Yeah, the two-handed mall's everywhere. You can make a new tune. I mean, technically, you don't need, a second tune, for that. That's crazy. As when I said message me, I meant message me in the game on like the whisper chat. I appreciate the messages though. Let's see what you guys are saying. I know a good place to go make 250,000 gold. That's not your message, is it? Wait, yours is pending. That's weird. Trick or treat. Oh no. Don't put the sad face in. Just send me a message through the thing. Just type /W space Jakeclip and then anything. I promise I'll send it to you that way. It's just so much easier for me when the messages are that way. I don't think there's any listed. Let me not give up hope so soon. That's crazy. This is like when I was looking for a companion shield that had the right trait on it. I was like, does it exist? Is it alive? No, you can't use the TTC to locate a specific item. Actually, 0 listings in that trade. That's actually wild. Ice staff. I should have been selling this set apparently. And normally what I would do is I would search just for the specific item that he's looking for. But part of me also wants to see the general listings of all these other pieces too. Because Oakfather is probably a set we're going to be getting quite a bit of recently. With the new PvP stuff coming out on console here soon. Try to miss your stuff. Thank you, Maxi, for the tier 1 subscription for 3 months. And thank you, never mind, I got the thing. I have to read something completely different. But thank you, Maxi1. Maxi, have you talked in chat today? I feel like I'm missing, I haven't seen your message. Halloween present for you. Well, thank you. And if you guys need anything from me, crafting resources, help making an item, help finding an item on the market, shoot me a message, and that will be. These are all two-handed maces. Maybe we'll just search for the one hand. Yeah, if you guys need help, it's just easier if you guys whisper me in the game. Not to be a stickler. It just drives my head in trying to type all the things out. Typing without a keyboard drives me insane. Like when you have to type like this, you know, it just I go clinically insane. Like, what other zone? Craglorn. That'll be where we go next. There's probably somebody there like buying them all right now and then flipping them. That's probably what's happening. I'm kidding, by the way. I don't think that maliciously. That would be very funny though. Theme song? Yes. Well, today we were talking about we had like some fruity, you know, self-care thing, you know, training where it's like, you guys deal with a lot of stress. What do you like to do to unwind? And it's like, I stream a video game. Wait, what is that? You got your freeze will chest hanging around. I could use that. I don't think so. Is it expensive? Oh, I usually plug in my keyboard, but I only have one keyboard, so I have to keep it plugged into my computer in case I need to like type something on there, you know? That's why like I only have one keyboard. I don't think that your item exists. I'd like losing hope here that this item is out. Is it 400k? Is that how much it is? That's actually crazy. Where does it drop from? Is it a dungeon one? I'm not even familiar with the item. Ooh. I also bought a bunch of candy, put it outside for people, and thankfully they probably won't even eat a lot of it. It's from Earth and Root Enclave. I would feel like it's cheaper than that. I mean, I know that that's like a relatively newer dungeon, but like, well, that's true. We could go kill the Hollow Jack too. Forgot about that. So if you do the dungeon on hard mode, you're actually guaranteed to get a motif drop. So did you do it on hard mode or did you just do it on like normal? Now, Earth and Root Enclave is not known for having an easy hard mode, unfortunately. I might have to table this, Ron. I might have to wait, you know, like a day to see if anybody adds any new ones. Thank you, Paul, Polars, for the follow. That is true. Hard mode pugs are unicorns, especially for dungeons that don't really give you a whole lot for their hard modes. By the way, we just dropped below. I was gonna say we just passed 100 concurrent viewers on Twitch, but then we dropped to 97. But thank you though, Lazarus, for the follow on Twitch. Let me just double check. I didn't miss this here. And thank you, Dark Morphine, for the follow. You need an extra for Hollow Jack? I'm just trick or treating. Yeah, I might kill Hollow Jack. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I could go do that. I just wanted to find this item, you know? I feel like it has to exist. How do you get Oak Father? Is it a set that you can buy? Thank you, ESO Demon, for the follow. Should have clarified why I'm thanking you and not just making a general statement. Like, thank you, ESO Demon. Just thanks. Do you buy it from a vendor? Where does it drop from? Let me do some research here. And thank you. Oh my gosh. Did they even say your name correctly before you subscribe with Prime? Thank you, Lazarus. Hopefully I said it correctly. I know since we got the update 44 on PCNA, the companion gears have gone stupid. Yeah, companion gear, to be fair, has actually been stupid now for a little bit. Everybody wants to deck out all the companions that they get. But thank you again for the Twitch Prime subscription. Where in Cyrodiil may I? Is it just Cyrodiil rewards? That would be tragic. Hang on. Is it not one that you could buy? Oak Father, yes. So, where do you drop from? Rewards of the worthy. Fuck. Well, isn't that something? Is it? Looks like it's just rewards of the worthy. Watch your vids all the time, bro. Truly inspirational. I hope to stream one day. Times are hard at the moment. Yeah, if you ever need help, like if you're like Jake, what software or what things are best, just shoot me a message on Discord, and I'll be able to give you advice. I have no problems giving advice to people or trying to help. I don't think I do really a whole lot of things super well, but I do have some general knowledge of titles and thumbnails and whatnot. And I was able to upgrade from doing it on a phone to a computer, so it worked out in the end. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I don't have to edit videos on a phone anymore. Those are the tough times. What were we about to do? It's just rewards of the worthy. That is crazy. How would I stream my PS5 to PC? So the easiest way is actually just through a capture card. It's usually a couple $100. So depending on the quality that you get, you only need like 1080p. Black Friday though, if you can get a capture card, capture cards are usually. Let me see. What do Best Buy's capture card cost? Hang on, let me see. Capture card. That's where I bought mine. And don't have Best Buy. Well, the good thing is that it's only $130, which is much cheaper than I thought it would be. Do you have let me see Amazon capture cards. So there are some capture cards on Amazon. I would at least get one that does 1080p, and I would not get one of these ones that cost like $40. I would at least get the ones that are like $80 to $90. There's some really cheap ones here, but what a capture card is very easy. Yes, you can use OBS Studio for free. All you need to do is get a capture card. What a capture card is you just take a HDMI cable, right? Plug that in, and then anything that's going through that HDMI cable is going to be routed through to your computer. So basically, you just take two HDMI cables, and instead of plugging your TV into your PlayStation, you plug your PlayStation into a capture card box, and then you take that box, and then you take that and plug it into your computer, or your TV, and then there'll be a usually USB-C cable that then goes to your computer. I hope that makes sense. But it's very simple, I promise. Like once you're like actually setting it up, basically you're just kind of like interrupting your HDMI cable by adding a second one and then slinking another cable to your computer. And then what that does is it like, you can see my Xbox right here. This is just actually what's on my TV. So fun fact, if I like do anything, you guys are able to see it. So like, you guys can see, anything that would play through the HDMI. Currently have a $40 one and have watched my followers bleed away over the past couple years. I'm so sorry. The other thing too that's tricky that I would tell people, you could also use remote play. I will warn you that I think it's better if you're a streamer. I think it's better if you use a webcam or some sort of something. Like I think that it's better to feel like connected with the person that you're watching, if that makes sense. Like if you're watching a person who doesn't have like their webcam on, they might not be doing anything. Because like with Twitch, people will join and leave a stream very quickly. Some of them won't even, watch through the ads. So you have to grip people's attention pretty quickly. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't, but Twitch is also probably the hardest platform to grow on organically. It's probably the hardest. You probably would do better on like Kick, and obviously Kick is a whole can of worms, obviously, but it's very difficult to grow organically on Twitch because if you were to go to Twitch right now, let me show you an example of what I mean. Let me show you. Where is the Elder Scrolls Online? So the Elder Scrolls Online only has 1.4K total viewers right now. And you'll notice, by the way, look at us. We are 4th, which is fantastic, by the way. Thank you guys for that. You have a couple people in the couple hundreds. J Hart Elias is great. Avron Doodles, 8-Bit Elliot, all great people, and everyone else below as well. 8 Puppies especially. Irene. But these are all people with established audiences. I mean, 8 Puppies has thousands of subscribers on YouTube. I think he's got, how much does 8 Puppies have? This is the wrong YouTube. Hang on, you guys are going to see whatever my YouTube recommendations are. 8 Puppies. He's got 10.6 thousand subscribers. And he's got videos with like tens of thousands of views. Absolutely fantastic content creator. But even he, is down here with 52 concurrent viewers. And I say that just to say, like, it's very hard to grow organically on Twitch. And, like, you need to basically build a platform other places. Because you could see, like, as you scroll down, it gets even less and less, with the viewers. Imagine if you're somebody down here, which is where I was when I was streaming when I started. What are you going to do to get viewers? Like, it's just so hard. It's nice that the developers will give Twitch drops to everybody. I think that's absolutely fantastic, and I love that they do that. But the problem is that it can be very hard to find a reason to even click on, especially because you'll notice that none of these people have a webcam on. And I think that you'll notice that the people who do have webcams on, you see, look, the people who have webcams actually will sometimes grab viewers because the people with webcams are starting to get viewers that are watching them. So I think a webcam is good because even as you're like looking, like what diversifies this person? Well, this person's got a little webcam thing. They got some nice UI. This person's got a webcam. They're a little higher up. This person's playing a completely different game. So this is what I would say. What I would recommend to you is, but you can see people up here, all webcams, all have, stuff kind of going on. My biggest suggestion to you is start on a different platform. Now, that sounds like crazy, but it's so hard to grow organically on Twitch. My suggestion would be is dual stream to Twitch and YouTube. Like right now, we've got 45 people on the YouTube. Granted, if we had all 45 of those people, watching on Twitch, we might be bumped up a spot. But at the end of the day, like, you want to be where the people are. That's the important thing. Thank you, Taper Off, for the follow. You want to be where the audience is. And my audience, I think the average age, like, through their mean is like, I think they're like 41 years old, 41, 42 years old. How many average people do you think are 41, 42 years old on Twitch? Not many, unfortunately. Some of you probably are, and that's not to take away the ones of you who are older, younger, and just watching on Twitch. But I even talked to some of the developers about this because they're trying to get more people to watch like live streams and stuff. But it's just so difficult to try to convince people to go onto this new Twitch platform. Is just so difficult. Having platforms elsewhere to draw from is the only surefire way to grow, other than being the best around at whatever game. Yeah, 100%. I'm 22 and I love this game. Well, that's awesome. I think if I was to start from scratch, I would start making. It also came from DC. Oh, the MMO DC universe. What I would do is I would start making videos as dedicated YouTube videos, and then I would just start like at the end being like, "Hey, catch me live every, every Tuesday, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time." Like, start making YouTube videos and then start plugging yourself. Because if you can get a few viewers, you can usually. That's actually kind of funny. I know. I at one point I did the math on like what the average viewer age was, but I don't. That was kind of a random number. Cool. I would start making informative videos, and then I would, add yourself, your personality to it. Um, just because, like, I think that sometimes I think the only reason people are here is they're like, let me hear the dad joke. Let me see what information is new. Like, let me see what dumb thing Jake has to say about this stupid mount with 4 arms that came out. So from that aspect, I think that you want it to feel as personal as possible when people are watching your content, because you want them to tune into you. Obviously, you want to feel credible, so just make sure you don't clickbait people. The mounts, let me see. I don't know if I don't have it pulled up anymore. Let me see. I have all. You guys maybe pull up so much random gobbledygook. I have the most random stuff up right now. I have like capture card videos, the other people's YouTube channels. Hang on, let me pull up this mount. Dad jokes are the only reason I'm here. See, exactly. That's the real draw. Hang on, I'm pulling up the mount because it's a stallion. I mean, this is a beefcake. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I think ESO probably skews older too. It felt pretty old in alpha or whatever they called the first test. I think that's true. I think the ESO really wants the casual MMO audience as well, and I think that is generally older. Not that that's bad by any means. Like, I don't want to, having an older audience is not bad, but it's clear that games like Destiny 2, will try to appeal, to the young audiences and whatnot. But like, ZeniMax, I think, is trying to take the opposite approach, which, to be fair, makes sense. A lot of people, give shit to ZeniMax, but World of Warcraft is doing right now what ZeniMax has been doing for a while, which is, pushing solo content. I'm not entirely sure. I remember when I was 41. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. I just hope there's a lot of candy left outside next door, so that way if I go out there, there's still candy left for myself. It'd be really awkward if, like, all the candy's gone. Mm. It's a lot of Elder Scrolls fans from back in the arena days and Skyrim grandmas. They head to Nerf. Did I accept the right invite? Sometimes I'm always afraid I want to accept the party invite. I'm sorry, Dr. Dirty Grippy. I'm a retired military, so bored, and ESO got me 7 years ago. That's how it gets you. That's how it gets you. Which group are they going in for? It's in the Hollow Jacks. The guy's standing over here. Now's your time to shine, Miri. Not Miri, Isabel. Yeah, I did see that, and I saw that Rich Lambert, I think, responded to it directly also, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Rich that responded to it directly. So for people who are like, they never listen to us, they do listen. They do watch. They're everywhere. They're in your walls. They could be here right now. It's also kind of scary that they kind of watch my videos and live streams every so often. I actually don't know. I think the new guy's abilities may be better for tanking than Isabel, which feels like sacrilegious to say out loud. But I definitely think that there could be some validity to that statement. Start whispering to the walls that I need gold. Listen, now is a decent time to make a decent amount of gold. What I would do if I needed gold right now is I would start killing dragons. If I was broke on ESO right now, I think I would kill dragons. I think that's what I would do. Anyone else have? Well, if you guys had 0 gold right now, what would you do to make money? Let's say you were at a guild trader, or you were able to trade with players. Like, what would you do to get yourself your first bits of money? I think for me right now, I would kill. Well, there's no master farm right now, right? I'm saying like right this very moment, this very second. Sell feathers. That's a good one, actually. Selling feathers is actually pretty good. Although they are quickly being undercut, unfortunately. Sell a redhead soul. I don't think you can sell the unsellable. Or sell the unownable. That's awesome, Disley Dave, that you still love the game. I also had no idea you were that old. You seem like such a hip lad in the comments. With your words like, hang loose, kooks, I'm just kidding. Colovian blueprints and set 20 tunes in there until I grind it out. He's slowly meandering towards me. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, usually the best way to make gold is to whatever the newest thing is, just abuse the hell out of it. That is usually the best thing to do. And what I mean by that is exactly what he said. Go farm Colovian BPs, when they were the newest thing. Now, obviously, that's not going to be available anymore, but Update 44 brings new furnishing plans right back again. I think, is it 20 now? I forget what it is. I think I'm only at like 17. Well, Fedora, the ones that are going to be worth anything are going to be the ones that are coming out later. We are losing our stamina very quickly. He's about to go into his phase where I need my stamina. This is gonna be really embarrassing to get murdered. Oh, I'm gonna have no stamina. Oh, stop hitting him! Stop it! No. He's gonna go into his phase, I think, at 40%, and we're not gonna have any stamina to use. That's so embarrassing. Kill the sapping crow. We are way too close together, and I'm gonna get pulled out. I can tell I'm about to get pulled out. Don't come next to me. My stamina's low. Oh, and I have to move too. Oh, this game hates me. What is? Oh no! Don't walk this way. Go walk a different way. Thank you, Cat Pants Friday, for the follow. Sorry, I missed that. And the Stoned Titan, Downtown Rob, and Becca M. I think that's everybody new. We are 12 followers away from 16,000 on Twitch, or 1,600. Excuse me, not 16,000. That would be a crazy milestone if we hit that tonight. And we're on the road to 25,000 subscribers on the YouTube. So, feel free to subscribe on YouTube as well if you're not already. You probably are, like, realistically. I don't want to assume, because oftentimes if you're here watching, you probably saw my video earlier and you're like, oh, Jake's live streaming. That's neat. It's like, yeah, it is neat. Oh, that's no. Oh, I tried to lower the thing. We all die. Oh. That's why I hate this freaking boss. Hey, let me switch. If you have any of these, do I have any on me? I go. Crown refreshing. Oh, that's the wrong. I just ate the wrong thing. Drink this alcoholic beverage. It'll give you a bunch of recoveries. I thought about doing a video that talks about resources more. If it would be helpful, I plan to do like one that goes over PvP stuff, so I could loop that in. Yeah, I could do a video on that. And thank you, Moon Money. Moon Money? Moon, or is it Moon Money? You know, who knows? Thank you, Stone Titan, by the way, for your first comment on Twitch. It actually shows me whenever you guys' first messages are. So if you guys want to have a notable first message, feel free to throw it out there, because it will tell me whenever a message is your first one. Shouldn't he be doing his thing? It's nice that when he does his little gobbledygook thing that it clears all the ads out. It's just crazy how like easy the first phase is. He's probably gonna walk right towards me because I said that. And then how annoying the second phase is. It just lasts so long. To the point where I'm like, does it last longer? Like when people die? Like what's causing this hubbubalub, you know? That's what I want to know. Hubbubalub. Where is it coming from? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I mean, I guess that in the second one there's that like little stupid lantern thing, but yeah, so stupid. Thank you, Queer and Crafty, for the follow. We're just 10 followers away from 1,600. I thought that he does change back when even if you don't click on the crows. Oh, you sent me a screenshot of your Osboro crown rewards. Is it actually good? Like, am I gonna feel like sad and you know pain for you? Freaking hate these sapping scarecrow things. What they do is they take your stamina away while you're fighting, and then you just have like nothing to go into the next phase with, which is so freaking annoying. And then everybody's just there killing the guy. We want to make sure we have our resources. I mean, our resources are pretty good. Way better than what we had last time. I feel much confident now. I gotta weave in these heavy attacks, you know, get the resources back. If you guys could have any single crown crate, though, for a crown rewards, do you guys have, like, a favorite crown crate? I know a lot of people don't like the Ouroboros one or the Osboro, whatever you want to call them. But, like, do people have, like, a favorite, just out of curiosity? And do you guys like when they add, like, pets and things? Or does it make you just feel like you're left out if you don't accidentally, like, you forget to log in? You like the Orsabobdio? Don't even look. That's fair. But also, too, I mean, like, get your Seals of Endeavors, though, obviously, as well. Like, you want to make sure that you're getting your Seals of Endeavor stuff so you can then buy it there. Hey ho, how's it going, Joco? Joyco? Sorry about that. Just butchered that. But that was your first message. Welcome. Like I said, I can see when you guys message for the first time. I like the ones with the good emotes. I actually have an emote code. I should probably redeem at some point for going to the TwitchCon event. I got a little exclusive emote. How the hell? Oh, he didn't even see me. He saw somebody else just blew through me. Oh my god. I was like, what did I do? The anniversary crates had a nice aesthetic. I agree with you there. It would be kind of cool if Seals of Endeavors went to like some of the other Crown Store items. Oh, no thank you. Okay. Did it end? I'm still alive, so it should be. Yeah, there we go. Boom. I have no idea how I lived that. I think it's because he wasn't aggro to me, so he like sprinted right past me, so I was only on him for like a second. But yeah, I don't know how I lived that at all. I don't know what I don't know what I did to live through that. I have no idea. I feel like I cheated death. But I guess that's kind of the whole Halloween thing, isn't it? Cheating death. A little rapscallion. And if anyone needs help, by the way, linking to get their Crown Crate rewards or has anything it, like they need any help from me, just let me know about, I can help with linking or answering questions or making sure all your stuff is situated. Woo. We did it, boys. We did it. Woo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We got a Hagraven Cauldron. Woo, baby. Ooh. Rewards. All right. Ooh, that's actually a good question. Can I demo the TCS? I probably could do that. 5 gems. Does that mean you get a flip card because you got 5? Or no? You get okay. At least you didn't get 4. Honestly, the Witches Festival. Or you mean to make them? I'm personally. I mean, Vivek City seems pretty popular. Um, Somerset's pretty popular. But thank you for the first comment, first time chat. Send me the Oakfather sword. I'm a troll tank dual wielding, and thank you. Did you need something specific? This isn't the sword that he needed. I will send it back to you. I appreciate it, but this isn't the sword that he needed. So I don't want you to I don't need it. You can resell it. But if you need me to make something for you, I can. What was I doing? And if you guys need stuff too, even outside of right now, if you send me a message on Discord and I can craft stuff for you, in the future as well. It's not limited to tonight. My kindness is not like, thank God, Halloween's over and I don't have to be a nice person anymore. Whew, that was stressful. Yeah, let me show off TCS real quick because there was asked about. I'm going to try to go in order. If I forget any of your questions or ideas, we'll forget. Exactly. We can help on any platform. Thank you for that, Graph. Good point. It's like weird pulling up my own YouTube video. I didn't even like this video. What am I doing? I'm not even liking my own videos. Fool. Gotta help my own like percentage. Xbox price check. Here we go. Anyone have anything specific that they would like for me to use as an example? Any items that they would like to see as the example? What for PvE, like DPS solo content? Like what are you running? PvE like arenas, PvE dungeons, trials. Ooh, trials. I feel like for trials, you're probably not going to use a monster mask. You're probably just going to use the harpooner's wading kilt pretty much for the majority of trials. Does anyone have any examples of things that they would like me to plug into the TCS tool? Anything specific? Actually, let's do Oakfather since we were literally looking for that for the longest time. So let's punch in Oakfather, which please don't autocorrect. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Don't. Oakfather, was it Mace? Should be the Mace. What's the amulet? That's not what I wanted. Expo. What's the name of the mace? Fusion. There it is. Mace. So here it is. You can see that the range on this bad boy is 20 to 300,000 with an average price of 123,330. Happy Halloween, by the way, Burning Red. Now, if you ever see an item that's like this, a couple things. One is that people are not correctly listing the value of this item, meaning that a lot of people are not accurately knowing what they have, because it's a rewards of the worthy thing. People are probably getting them and just dumping them. They don't know what they got. Um, Another thing here too that this shows is that there's only 10 recorded sales. Now TCS doesn't use every single thing in the game. Like they don't go to every single trader, that exists, but this is still pretty good. That's a small sample size. So what that also means is that a lot of people are not listing this, which is another important thing to note too, because that means if you get an item with low sales recorded, you probably have something that's pretty good. Yeah, what was the nerf to Stormfist? So this is how I use TTS. The other thing that's also important to consider too is like sometimes traits are important, like another stuff like that. But usually traits and things like that are just more a bit mundane. You don't have to really worry about you don't really have to worry about stuff like that. For most things, ever since the sticker book has become more popularized, transmute crystals, I don't stress about that. People will pay more if they don't have to transmute. That is 100% true and factual, but it used to be significantly more. Like I've sold Deadly Strike for the long. I'm like a Deadly Strike connoisseur. Like I've sold so much AP in my day, I could probably write a book on how to convert AP to gold. And I made like 1,000 videos on it. People used to pay about 200,000 extra gold to have it in the right trait. These days, people will probably pay about 50,000 gold to get it in the right trait. So you can see like you've seen that decrease, down when it comes to just people's willingness to pay for those types of things. Yeah, Deadly Daggers used to be worth like crazy amounts of money. Oh yeah, when the sticker book didn't exist back in the day, man, if you got the right trait on something, you were set. I feel like somebody else asked a question that I missed. Who asked another question that I'm missing? Yeah, they still are. They have to give until you have 15 minutes left if you're on Xbox NA to go get your trick or treat stuff. I think they're doing it till 11 p.m. Did I just decline that? I thought I just declined that. That would have been awkward. Hey, thanks for the invite. I'm out of here. I don't need this. I don't know how did Stormfist actually get nerfed? Somebody said it, but I just maybe they just mean it's been power crept. That could also be what they meant. Why is my thing doing? Was Stormfist nerfed? Wait, there's a thread talking about it. As far as September 17th of 2024. Wait, it was nerfed 2 weeks ago. But they don't say what has changed here. What did they nerf? Show me the nerf. So it was nerfed. I just don't know what exactly the nerf was. But it was changed. So yes, Skinny Cheeks he did. It comes right up here. Let me just whip out a 12-minute video real quick. Let me watch this real fast. See you later, Danny. Good to see you. There was a bug adding extra damage, but did they like was it? It looks like the stat block was also changed, unless I'm wrong. $153 for the timestamp. I'll definitely watch it at some point. I've been so invested in Warhammer lore videos recently. I haven't had time to watch any ESO ones, you know. There's just so much Warhammer lore, you know. I feel like I, know all of it. I could probably turn this into a Warhammer live stream with the amount of knowledge I have. Ooh. My cat's sleeping in her little thing. I might be able to show you guys where she's sleeping. This is the little thing right here. This is sometimes where I sit, to go game, and this is that black void right there is my cat. Evie. Evie. You want to say anything? You see the tail flippies? My surname. Evie. You want to say anything? She's like, I will acknowledge that you're saying my name with a little tail flip. But that's all you get out of me. She's clocked out. It's her bedtime. Just chilling here waiting. They want to do it with 5 people. Is anyone here experiencing a glitch with gaining progress for Twitch loot and ESO experience scroll? I got the free crate, no issue, but the XP scroll has been stuck. If you have an issue with that, reach out to you can submit a ticket through ESO if you have a problem with like your Twitch drops and stuff. They can help you with it. I'm sure that they'll just give you the thing. God, I had that freaking I Believe in Miracles song stuck in my head because I used it for that YouTube short and for that for that video. Oh my gosh. You sexy thing. Do you believe in miracles? When it's wrong. You sexy thing. Yeah, they're still doing trick-or-treating. Head on over to the Discord, head to the announcements, and then just go to those locations and you will be able to get yourself some stuff. Is that mount for real? Now, we have given them the perfect opportunity for April Fools. They add one that has 8 arms. Boom. By the way, thank you for the follows, Crispy, Joho, and Bellcat. Sorry if I missed you guys. I was distracted. Yeah, sorry about that. Did you watch the video? Did you like how I put that in there? I had to use just enough of the song to where you guys would recognize what the heck audio is Jake adding, but not too much to where it was copyright claimed. It's a fine line that you have to walk. That's good. I remember when I was making my video about being stuck in Stros Mackay, I kept trying to use an intro song, and I went through like 6 of them Because like a lot of times you'll see like these YouTube videos called like royalty free music, and you're like, oh, that's so cool, royalty free music. And then you try to click it, and it's like, we're not royalty free music. And you're like, what do you mean? It literally says royalty free music, and it's like, no. Survey said that was a lie. But one of them was like, well, you can use this, but you have to pay us $500 to use our song per video. And I'm like, who is paying $500 for a YouTube song in a video? Like, who? You know how good your song would have to be for $500, you know, to be worth it? To where you go, yeah, that makes sense. I'd do that. But can you eat this? Oh my god, you can. Look at this. You can eat this. Do you vomit? Does anything happen? Oh my gosh, you get sick. That is hilarious. That's awesome. It's kind of cool. Where do you get that? Anyone know where you get that item from? Anyone know where that comes from? Yeah, they give some good stuff. Like, you guys should go do that. I mean, I would go again to show it, but that would be kind of selfish. I don't want to be like, can I have please, sir, can I have some more? They'd be like, Jake, you're not broke. What the hell are you doing? And I'd be like, yeah, but like, you know, my girlfriend got 5 CUDA and 1 chromium planing in Gratwood. You got more than I did. And actually, which is good, because I was afraid that people were giving me like just the good stuff because they know that I'm a streamer, and I didn't want them to be like, we can't. You know, it's like when people are recording, you know, when you're putting your, you know, your Chipotle food on, they're like, how much meat are you giving me there, sir? You know, is that a good scoop? You know, I didn't want it to be like that. So I'm actually glad that you got more than I did. Rotten food is obtained during the Zogger Flesh Eater's quest when the player searches the backpacks found deep within the Jigrid crypts. I thought that was going to be one of those things where I secretly say something as a streamer I'm not supposed to. Like, you go to the bend over clips, and you're like, oh, I've been bamboozled. You guys seen that trend, by the way, where people record like fast food workers as they make their food for them? That way, it's like, you're not gonna jip me, are you? You guys are gonna, you know, you're gonna give me a lot of meat, you know, on there. I just like, I got a sweet roll in Blackwood. I wonder if they have like a coin flip too. It's like, do you get something good or do you get something goofy? That'd be kind of interesting, actually. But my biggest thing is like, it's just such a weird trend, you know. I watched Viva La Dirt League, and they had a perfect video on it. I used to be a Walmart supervisor, for those of you who don't know. Not to flex, but I used to have a yellow vest, you know, before my, you know, boring jobs doing social work. I used to be a customer service manager at Walmart. And let me tell you, it's awful. And I can only imagine if somebody came in recording me. It's just so weird because it's like, when you work retail, right, you want to help people who are nice to you, and it's the people who are the rudest that expect the most. It's like, you knew that if you were like kind, you probably would get like significantly further, you know, in life. Like, why be rude? Did you think that going to the customer service desk and being an asshole was going to get you more? Sharp as Knights has lines if you use the meat bag. Huh, did not know that. That's actually kind of cool. What is wrong? You sexy thing. Gosh dang it. That song's going to be stuck in my head. And then they're like, can I speak to a manager? And I'm like, I am the manager. Well, man, you know. And then they're just like, well, can I speak to your manager? And you're like, oh, damn. I thought that would have been like much more of a, you know, I got a moment. But the Karens, they're always ready for the next level of management. There's always a bigger fish. Being a Karen is literally the worst approach to getting something fixed, and 99% of the time, the person you're talking to is not at fault. Exactly. A lot of times, it's like, can I return this item? And it's like, this item with no receipt that's clearly broken that you clearly didn't buy here. Like, Walmart back then would give you like some freebies though. It'd be like, all right, you can have like 3 stupid ass returns every year that we'll just blindly accept. Exactly. You hit them with the I am the manager. The only problem is it's like they're like ready for that. It's like they've been hit before with that. So they just go, well, I want to speak to your manager. And you're like, damn, crazy. If a Karen was at the Supreme Court of the United States, she'd be like, can I appeal this? And they're like, to who? The Hague? The UN Security Council? Like, lady, you can only go up so far. Like, I have the yellow vest. I am in charge here. I'm curious if I could find a Euphrates chest for you, by the way. Does it spelled like this? It is not. How's this spelled? How's it spelled? Does anyone know the one that's from, is it like YFF? So let me just Google it. So Google will be like, what the hell are you typing? Free chest ESO. Appeal, exactly. Oh, it's why? Why do they spell it like this? Is it like no? Hang on. Like this? Yeah, it's so stupid. Oh my gosh, this is so what the heck? What does this look like? Why is this so expensive? What is this style? Oh, I'm gonna show you guys a picture once I get it pulled up. Yeah, there you guys go. Is it this Jack right here? Is this the peak? Wait, can I zoom in? I don't know if I can zoom in. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this. This is the style. Look at this. This is the concept art for it. It's kind of hard to see. Is this the piece that you're referring to? This one? Mm-mm. Heavy is good too. I mean, it's a decent looking one. I'm just surprised at how expensive it is. I have to like farm this thing. Yeah, but like the thing is like it's a DLC dungeon, right? But like people get motifs all the time from goofy places. So like like during like the Jubilee event, like people are getting all sorts of like little goofy motifs. I'm curious like if there's like any like decent listing to this. Only gotten 2 pages. That is crazy. Yeah, you pretty much have to do it. You also have to make sure you get a treasure chest perk on because you want to make sure that you're not missing any treasure chests. That's crazy. I'll keep an eye out for this if I see any for you. Ooh, excuse me. That way I can know. And if you need any crafted sets, put them in the Discord. Actually, let me put a Discord link in there right now for you guys. You guys want to head on over to the Discord? There's a crafting section in case you guys need anything crafted. Just throw it in that bad man pajama. And thank you, Wrecking Cobra, for the follow 3 minutes ago. Sorry I missed that. I mean, 380,000 is not bad, when the other ones are like 10 bajillion. Have any perfect row or bear haunch? I might. Wait, it's not where it would be. It would be on the banker. Where am I going? I'm like, what am I doing? I don't. Would it be down here? I don't think so. Might have. I don't know if I have any perfect row. I don't think I do because I think I made a bunch of XP potions. Go through my my stuff relatively quickly. Unfortunately, where's perfect row? Yeah, I don't think I have any. Unfortunately, my style collection is pretty good too. But man, when you miss some of them, you're like missing. It hurts to get some of the more expensive ones. Some that's why I like honestly like whenever there's crown gems that you can buy like the pre-made styles. Those are usually the ones that I get. I don't know if there's any like when you can just get these for 100 crown gems. Sometimes I just grab them. This is a costume, a decent costume. If you guys need a Halloween outfit, not too late. You know, just for 100 crown gems. I'm also a sucker for these dumbass items. This looks like something you would see when you walk into a thrift store and you're like, what in the world were they going for with this item? I don't know what it is, but I love it. Exactly. This is something that you would see if you walked into one of those like very odd stores and you're like, what is going on here? Yeah, I mean the Dark Brotherhood house it goes great for. This honestly should be a recall in my opinion. This should be how you recall to like different places. You just like sink into the ground. I always love items like this where you just can't tell if it's turned up or down. It's just like I don't know what it is. Where's the effect? There it is. These are the things that I get tempted by too, just because I'm like, that's so unique. Like, listen, I love Dark Brotherhood stuff. I'm not here to like say anything bad about the Dark Brotherhood. You know, I'm not trying to have any of you guys do any of the sacrament on me. Um, but that being said, if I had to like my actual house, you know, like I don't know if I design it like that. Now, granted, thank you by the way, VDub KTM for the follow. We're 5 followers away from 1600. These are Warhammer purity seals. I mean, you know, the Warhammer universe is probably scarier to live in than the Dark Brotherhood area. So, I mean, in theory, you know, there's probably a lot of truth to that. But purity seals do look really cool. I also made a mistake. So I usually don't buy items during when the luxury furnishing vendor is on screen. I save it for later, and I forgot to buy items for the luxury furnishing vendor. So now I have to be that goober later that goes and buys the items off the market afterwards. And I'm just like, yep. I'm like, I'm an idiot. I'm a dum dum. That is the mistake that I made. I'm actually decorating. So if you guys remember like that little like tree thing that had the green aura below it, I wanted to buy those because I wanted to combine that with an item that puts a red aura below, because that way I could like do like a Christmas themed house where like the floor is glowing like green and red mist. The problem is I forgot to buy the freaking item. Like so awkward. I didn't grab it. Also gonna go check out this thing here. There was once a ship carrying soda around Cape Horn that got caught in a storm and wrecked, but not a single shipmate died. Thankfully, root beer floats. A long setup. I like it. Is it below? How do you get to this thing? There it is. The guards would never find this. Womp womp. Oh, you guys. And we'll go here for another like 23-ish more minutes. If you guys have questions, things that you want to see, feel free to whack them to me. If you guys are anything that you want me to show or that would be helpful, I am able to do whatever it is that you think would be helpful. It's a good thing I've always got comfortable shoes on, because it's a long road to get to the punchline. Exactly. I'm always tempted, by the way, to just do a joke at the beginning that makes no sense logistically. Where there's like no way that you could tie it to anything at all. By the way, people who are looking for like cheap recipes of the new ones just to have them, just go to Thieves Refuges. This one's literally 253 gold. I just snag these recipes. I mean, you need 27 gold for the green ones. I know there's a lot of completionists out there. Go get these bad boys. Thieves Refuges. I don't have this. That's surprising. Yoink. Yoink. Opal Troll King Bow. I don't have that one. 49,000 though. No, grab it. Why not? Just to have it. Oh man, I do love these. I actually, unironically, I love that when they added those items. We're gonna snag that. 1.5k for that. Grab that too. I'm a sucker for Thieves Refuges. What can I say? And these people, they know because they listed and then they started to do the giveaway right outside. Boom. Perfect. Any November gold grind you'd recommend? So when update 44 comes out, competitive battlegrounds, do a bunch of competitive battlegrounds. The rewards of the worthy sets, they're going to sell. That would be my go-to. Living vicariously through Jake's spending spree. Oh gosh. But whenever update 44 comes out for whatever console you're on, or even if you're on PC right now, do competitive battlegrounds, get those new sets, and just sell those new sets. You also can farm for the new furnishing plans. That will also be a good grind as well. You think Zoss will have a secret anniversary new life presents this year? I don't know. There's a good chance that they do something pretty baller, but I mean, like, I don't want to, like, I don't know. I feel bad speculating about stuff like that because I don't want to build hype to something that may or may not happen. But I mean, they've been adding a lot of really cool secret new things. Like they added this new Hollow Jack guy. You know, like they've been adding a lot of like new things to old stuff. So I think there's a good chance that they do a whole bunch of cool things. Random honey jar that I don't have. YOLO. I don't have this grape either. I mean, I don't have anything. Oh my gosh, I don't have these candles learned either. Unknown recipe. What the hell? My favorite YouTuber, by the way, does that. I think I bought this same one earlier. The guy that does failure management, one of my favorite YouTubers. Are the furniture plans just dropping in Westwell? So there's a couple of them. They're going to be dropping from all over the place. Emotional damn. I love that guy. He's my favorite. This is only 2,000. That's only 2,000 gold. I might be able to pull it up. Hang on. PTS update 44. I might be able to find it for you guys. If I'm doing this though, please like the video. Unless you're watching on Twitch, which most of you are, which means you can't like the video. I guess just spam a bunch of comments. That way it gets pushed up in the algorithm. I don't know. Just start typing ones and W's, I guess. By the way, that's why a lot of Twitch streamers are like, can I get some W's in the chat for so-and-so? Can I get some some ones, you know, that's why. Because the more that you guys like type stuff, the better it is for the algorithm. I just think it's so cheesy. Be like, can we get some W's for Azure, please? www. You know, it's. I hate being cringy. I would rather not grow as quickly just because it's, you know, I don't want to be cringe. You know, it's a hard balance. All right. I'm looking in the. Yeah, I'm in the PTS right now. I'm looking. I know it's in here somewhere. I could probably hit Alt F4, not Alt F4, Flag F, and find it. Alt F4 will do the opposite of what. Oh wait, here it is. All right, 57 new furnishings, 5 different places. All right, you guys have your notepads out. This is going to be the best gold methods in addition to farming battlegrounds. Rewards of the Worthy battlegrounds are going to be juiced, right? That's obvious, obviously, because there's new sets in there, and people love new sets. So, importantly, 25 of them are from the Westweld. You guys write that down? Writing that down? That's important because the same places that we're good to get from the Westweld ones, same places to get them again. Then they're exclusive ones, 5 new Lucient crystal recipes exclusive to Westweld's World event. All right. I wouldn't necessarily, this one I don't think it's going to be as valuable just because the crystals are kind of eh. You know, I wouldn't necessarily focus on this one. 16 new alien-themed recipes can be found in Westweld, Gold Coast, and Blackwood from bonus loot when excavating antiquities of intermediate or higher difficulty. I think that when this comes out, you can actually cheese these by intentionally failing a dig and just digging around to try to find the extra antiquity stuff. 10 new mines are going to be added through random monsters. Those are going to be very hard to find because it's going to be so random. 1 new dwarven recipe will drop from a very specific world boss. 24 new furnishings will be in the Battle Masters reward boxes. So, I mean, if you're doing Battlegrounds already, you might as well do that. But I think these ones are bound to, but I'm not 100% certain. 9 are purchasable with Telvar. 10 new home good ones, yada, yada, yada. 2 new achievement ones, blah, 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 blah. These are the key ones. So really, your best one is to go back to where you have been breaking your thumbs and farming that same inn over and over and over again, or trying to just get a random intermediate, where is it? Or yeah, intermediate or higher difficulty lead and just restart it. You get nothing? No, you should still get the bonus loot, right? You should still get the bonus. I'm pretty sure I've gotten the bonus loot from doing that. But you can also just refarm the leads until you get a new intermediate lead. So I think that's what, blue? So you would just do the green, the blue, the green, the blue, the green, the blue. Use the shovel, dig up everything around it. Make sure you have all the max perks and things maxed out. But those are going to be your best suggestions, but also farming competitive battlegrounds. I know it's cringe and whatnot. Wait, don't you, Mr. Fedora, don't you play on Xbox? How are you testing this out? You get nothing. Good day, sir. Oh no, please. Ooh, that's an ugly hat. Let's buy it. Ooh. But we'll be wrapping up here soon, so if anybody has any final things that they want to ask or discuss, just let me know. Yeah, no problem for the rundown. If any of you guys ever have any questions, throw them to me. I'll test it out later too, because I feel like I have before, unless I'm like silly or stupid, which is a very real possibility. I'm a dum-dum. I'll have this memento. Wait, isn't this worth significantly more than 500 gold? Am I crazy? Hold up. Am I dumb? I feel like this. I feel like this is worth a lot more than 500 gold. I could be totally wrong. Let me see if I'm wrong. I think I might be wrong. It's like worth, okay, it's worth a little bit more. It's worth like 2,000 gold. So we're getting this at a 75% discount, but not the discount I thought I was getting. I thought this was like a 10,000 plus gold item. I was like, oh, I could flip this. Ooh, I feel like you could easily get 100,000 wow for this, but I don't know. Still, it's a little risky for my blood right now. Oh, look, Oak Father's rich. Wait, weren't these selling for like we're gonna yoink that in case somebody else sees that, but like wasn't this worth like 600,000 in like the other one zones? I'm just over here looking for random recipes I don't have. I actually think I bought one of those already, and then boom, we're just gifted this beautiful item. This is why I love the guild trader system. A lot of people are like, oh Jake, it would be so much simpler if we had an auction. True, but sometimes I just get bored, and it's like I just want to, go search random guild trader stalls for random gobbledygook. It's like going to a thrift store. I love fucking thrift stores. Like, show me what random items you have that I don't have access to, or I just, I don't have. Like, I love that. That's the whole 706 gold per mundane rune, man. And I'm down to 217 of them. Basically broke. 500,000. I should have bought more of these. I remember when I had like 10 of these and I sold them all for like 30 to 50k each. I should have held on to them. It's about the steals of deals. Exactly. Even this item I feel like is underpriced. These are both either underpriced or fairly priced. There's some good items here though, I can't no complaints from me at all. These are some good deals. What do these hands look like? Oh my gosh. That's such an ugly style. Inferno Staff of Oak Father. I feel like that one wasn't worth as much. I'm trying to think, like, where are all the items that are usually worth a ton of money that I have not been able to find recently? Even a Murkmire treasure map for 200 you could probably flip for money, but sometimes it's not always about making money. Price is so low you can't say no. Exactly. That's how they get you in these thieves' refuges. You're just like, hey, 1,000 gold. I mean, like, I can't say no. Am I right? Which one is this? I don't have this one. I will grab that one for 10k, whatever. It's a beautiful staircase. Any other questions or things that you guys are thinking of as we are winding down? Thank you, by the way, for the follow, Camcorder Perks. I think I missed you when you did that, so I apologize for that. Nice stuff. Oak Father. It's funny. I've seen more Oak Father items in this freaking thing than I did in all the other ones. Bought a horned owl feather for 100 GP. That is a steal. I just don't know. Every time I get one, I'm like, do I sell it? Do I hold on to it? Like, because I want to get the thing too. So it's like I don't know what I'm trying to think like personally, like what do I want to do? I think that should be about the major items that we need. Look how much random gobbledygook that I bought. Look at this, 18 items. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Oh, we sold. What's all right? We sold a piece of deadly. We're all good. It all balances out. We're gonna sell this Oak Father because I feel like this Oak Father mall. Let's go check our tools here. What what is the what's the listing price of this? Oak Father. Got the two-hander. Yeah, it's a question though to ask yourself. If you get that item, do you sell it? Do you flip it? That's a hard question, honestly. I hate that every time I type "Oak Father," it like Google's like, "Do you want to add a space in there?" It's like, no, I do not want to add a space in there. You freaking hooligans! No trades match. That's not helpful. Let's see what the listings for are for this bad boy. I'm curious if this will sell, actually. All right, no listings there. I thought that this is the two-hander, right? It's the two-hander. Huh. I thought that there were two-handers listed, unless somebody bought them like that quickly. Do I have any secret criteria put in? I don't have any secret. Oh wait, I did not know that it changed the quality. Oh my gosh, it put all of that stuff in. I was like, wait a minute. I know that I've seen this. I didn't know that it got that specific. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not search like all. We need to refine it based on that amount of criteria. I feel like wasn't there not another one listed? Is there still like secret criteria? No, there we go. 290,000. Crazy. 300,000. Crazy. We just found this for what, like 3,000 gold? That is a steal. 140,000. Well, that's not looking as good. And we'll just throw it up for 100K, YOLO. It can't complain about the profit. Somebody will get it decently cheap based on the amount that they had, and I think everyone will be a happy camper. Thank you. If anyone wants to buy my two-hander, it's in the market. But we are gonna wrap up here. If anyone else has any final questions, quickly throw them out. But if not, I will catch you guys later. And as always, oh yeah, Mournhole is not the best place to find deals. It's like going to like Target. You go there because it's a big box store, got a lot of items, but at the end of the day, ain't nobody saving money shopping at Target. Nobody, even their clearance section is not a deal. Although I will say, I go to Target to get steak. So for whatever reason, nobody buys steak at Target. Well, I know the reason. It's usually about 20% more expensive than a grocery store. So it all the time goes 50 and 75% off. And if you can get steak 75% off, that's a good deal. That's the best life advice I could give you. We also are 4 followers away from 1,600. So if there is anybody who's not following, I'd appreciate the follow. We're so close to the next hurdle for ourselves. But that's the best advice I could give you, because it literally at one point, I think my record is I bought 16 steaks at once, and they were 75% off. 75% off steaks was like $2 to $3 for a steak. It was absolutely incredible. Now, granted, I had to go freeze them, but I was having steak tacos, steak burritos, mashed potatoes, and steak. I was chopping up steak, giving it to my cat Evie, which, by the way, she's still sleeping. Over here. I'll unfollow, then refollow, and get those numbers up for real. Won't necessarily get the numbers up for real, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort. To be fair, the majority of you guys are here probably already following or you're AFK because, you just want the crown crate, which I'm not offended by. I did the same thing. I did the exact same thing. Thank you, turn-based life. I seen that. I seen you just push us a little closer to our goal here. Let's see who is streaming right now. We're so close, to that target. If you guys don't mind, just 2 people away. But we are going to start a raid here on somebody whose chat I can't talk in because I already had my own Twitch account, so I can't. Thank you, Vlad, Mr. Gaming, for the follow. You guys unfollowed, you freaking hooligans. I actually can't talk in this person's chat because you can only verify one phone number through Twitch, and I had it verified on my main Twitch account. So awkwardly, I can't even talk in their own chat, which is kind of funny. And I spelled their name wrong. But make sure you join the Discord, and if you guys need help finding items, I will help you guys get those Oak Father items. I'll help you guys make crafted items. Just put it in the Discord, and I will take you guys over there. And we will be I'll get you guys anything you need. And again, we have people across every platform: PC, PlayStation, Xbox, all of the good stuff. So all you need to do is just join the Discord. Again, it's in the description below. It's linked in every YouTube video, or if you're ever having any problems, just leave a comment in the comments below, and I will catch you guys there. I'll see you guys. And if you are going on this raid, please tell him that I can't talk in his chat in case he forgets, because I can't. And I have an ad too. That's criminal. I can't even talk and I have an ad.